Hello, everyone. So this is Shelba, Eiko Shelba. I'm manager of sustainability communication team in Fast Retailing Group. Sorry, so I don't know why I can't. Okay, I can start my video now. I can see you. Okay. Hello, everyone. So thank you so much for your time today. So this is such a great opportunity to talk about our sustainability. Let me introduce by myself at first. I joined the company in 2002, and since the establishment of Social Contribution Department, which is a former department name of sustainability, I have been working for implementation of sustainability several actions, all product recycling, Tohoku reconstruction support project, which was affected by Tohoku earthquake in 2011, and growing Uniqlo, which is a social business in Bangladesh to solve the poverty issue from 2009. So my current responsibility is dissemination for sustainability information in store, digital media, and so on. So today, we have several sustainability activation, such as environmental things, human rights issue, and diversity and inclusion, and social contribution things. So mainly today, we want to talk about environmental pillar. So we want to, especially we want to focus on product, like environmental friendly product. So because there are a lot of audience who are working in design industry. Thank you. And also I want to introduce my colleague, another colleague, please.
Hello everyone. My name is Atsushi Tanaka. I'm the director of men's outer, bottoms, and shirts in Uniqlo. Joined Uniqlo as a new graduate in 2001. Studied my career as store staff, store manager, and supervisor since 2009. In charge of merchandising. My main responsibility is all about product, from planning to the delivery. Currently, my passion is to bring sustainability in all that process. We have two big projects, and we'll get to them later. Do you know Uniqlo? We are the company selling not just the clothing. We are selling LifeWear. What is LifeWear? That is ultimate everyday clothing, which makes everyone's life richer and better. Design is basic and timeless, not only for one season, but can be worn longer. So in our concept, sustainability is already included. Sustainability is not only the concept, it is included in every step of our product making. We don't make clothes which is not needed from customer. That is why we start planning the product from the database of customer's voice. We never waste our product. Our product range is mainly consists of basic products like Oxford shirts, T-shirts, and jeans, which are not going to be out of season. So we keep selling everything. We take responsibility on clothes after customer purchased. We collect the old clothes and recycle our resource, reuse. This topic is the main for today. We are coming back later. Some example of actual existence of our concept. Black jeans case. We got customer's voice saying the dust stand out on the black jeans, so we changed material And now all our black jeans became dust-free. We always improve our products so that customers can love it for a long time. Ultra rise down case, even for the most basic products, we update the fit every year by 1 millimeter. Also, probably no one noticed. The best fit changes by time, and we want to sell the best fit at that time to make our clothing live longer. Our new challenge is to lessen the environmental burden through our product making. We set the two key initiatives. One, sustainable material sourcing and production process. Two, accelerate our recycling program, the Uniqlo. Sustainable materials sourcing and production. There are many projects still in development. Today, we'll introduce what we have done so far. In spring 2020, we launched the polo shirts using recycled polyester. Through this project, we recycled 48 million PET bottles into polo shirts and reduced CO2 emission about 1/3 during the production process of polyester chip. In fall 2020, we expanded to one of our iconic products, Fleece, to further contribute to the environment by reducing waste, the use of virgin material, and CO2 emission. We decided to accelerate using recycled materials in the coming seasons because now we know that we can create products keeping the same affordable price and high quality. Now, jeans. Jeans is the key item for Uniqlo LifeWear. It is important for us to keep innovating every day. We have the research and development facility decided to jeans in California called Jeans Innovation Center. There's a Blue Cycle project started in 2018. The project to create eco-friendly jeans with exceptional quality. Let's see the movie. In short, through this project, we reduced water use by up to 99% in the finishing process. The new technology, ozone washing machine, EcoStone, and nanobubble enabled it. This method is applied to almost all the jeans from 2020. And this is just the start. We are now developing material which reduce the environmental burn and reviewing as a production process if anything we can improve. By season, we improve to make the world better. Thank you.
Hello, so everyone. Hello, I will take over from Tanaka-san from now. So the second initiative is Uniqlo, the project to recycle, reuse every clothes we sold. So we believe that our clothing is not waste. Since 2006, we have been collecting beloved clothing from customers all over the world. Customers bring the clothing no longer needed to the stores, and we are doing reuse and recycle. We named Uniqlo. Re means recycle, reuse, and finally, we are going to achieve R for reduce the environmental impact. So it shows how to be operated after collecting beloved clothing. After collecting, we deliver the clothing to sorting facilities and sorted into 18 categories as a donation for people in need all over the world. Those are divided into several categories like men's summer tops, small size, or women's winter jacket, large size, and kids summer bottom, small size, and so on. The reason why, so we sorted into 18 categories is the situation like climate, cultural background, religious consideration. It's different in each country. So we are responding politely. About non-reusable clothing, so we are recycling as automobile soundproofing material or solid fluid. Next slide. So under the global partnership with UNHCR, which is a UN organization for protecting refugees, we have been donating the refugees all over the world. We have donated 41 million items to 75 countries and regions from 2007. As you see the map, Africa is most needed area. So there are long-term internal conflict and persistent poverty problem. So next one. The most sustainable way, we believe, is to create the circular business model. The first project is down recycling project. A circular economy is an economic system, minimize the waste and recycle them as new resources, aiming to change the ecosystem based on take, it means resources, make, and waste. This new economic model is seen as ideal because it enables to the minimizing of environmental impact while keeping the economic growth. To realize this model, so we needed technology development such as improved recycling technologies and recovery. Uniqlo is developing technologies with partner factory, and the first project is our down recycling. Next one. Please see the movie. Thank you. So this campaign started in Japan in 2019 and collected 620K jackets and expanded to all over the world. Next one. So from 2020, so Uniqlo Singapore has started the down recycling campaign. So if you bring Uniqlo down product to one of our stores, $10 voucher will be presented as a gratitude. This campaign is until the end of January, so we count on you. Next one. So in autumn 2020, using the recycle down collected from customers, we launched the recycle down jacket. So it is available in Singapore as well. So now hand over to Tanaka-san for the detail of how they realize it to happen.
Okay, the recycling of down has two big processes. One is the separation of down and feather from the product, and the other is to wash. Separation process had been a manual labor. That means only small amount can be processed at one time. Not efficient and not good environment for the workers due to the light and flying down and feathers. Our partner, Toray, developed a new technology, the automatic separation system. We put the product in the belt conveyor, and after that, automatically the machine cuts the product in pieces and separates down and feather from other components using wind power. In this way, separation process became 50 times faster than manual labor and enabled us to produce in a big scale enough to do this in our business level. Second is the washing process. We cannot reveal the detail, but the secret method of washing enabled to produce the recycled down and feather as clean as virgin ones. Proven with the scientific data. These are the photos. Can you see the difference? Same fluffy and good quality down and feathers. Now talk about the design of the product. Recycled down jacket was designed by Christophe Lemaire and the Uniqlo design team in Paris. Actually, Christophe was saying that he doesn't going to make down jacket anymore due to his policy of animal welfare. However, since this project is about recycling and circular economy, he agreed and willing design with passion. Here is his quote. My personal commitment and aligned with the goal of Uniqlo. The Uniqlo U recycled down jacket represent Uniqlo's and my own continued dedication to sustainability. His design concept is sustainable at heart. Versatile and timeless design made for all, designed to buy everyday essentials that last long. What is versatile design? The fit had been perfected so that it can be worn either on its own as a sophisticated sophisticated outdoor jacket, or layered underneath or on top of garments for additional warmth, and designed to be genderless. Key details like the soft V neckline further enhance the flexibility without specific gendered point of view. Basic and timeless design. The design was inspired from liner of military jacket, which is not going to be out of date. The specific onion-shaped kilt was not only for the design, but has a function to increase warmth while reducing the stiffness. A hero outer and a comfortable liner to perfect those two functions carefully through the detail. The amount of down and feathers were carefully tested and decided not to be too less or too much. The pocket has to be designed to be discreet but can be the key element of design. The squeezed cuff design is meant to give more warmth at the same time, easy to wear over. We proudly address the sustainability of our product printed on the pocket inside. Versatile, genderless, and timeless design with sustainable materials and the passion of design team, completely new product was born. What is crucial to this down recycling project is your help. Without the old clothing from customers, we cannot continue. So please bring any Uniqlo clothing, especially Uniqlo down products, to your nearest Uniqlo store. We will give them a new life for them. Thank you.
Thank you for the insightful presentation, Sherba-san and Tanaka-san. We hope this session has inspired you. Designers, if you're inspired by this sharing to design new products around the theme of sustainability, the Design Challenge Mottainai Old Clothes New Life is for you. I'll now hand over to Ms. Atika to share on the details about the Design Challenge. Ms. Atika, please.
Thank you, Gaia. I hope everyone is still with us at the moment. We are off to the final part of the webinar. As you may have learned, Uniqlo believes that we can do good through clothing by putting careful thought into designing, producing, as well as selling good clothing. We believe that we can make the world a better place. We hope that our sharing earlier has inspired you to rethink of certain processes in order to reduce your impact on the environment. So in line with the theme Zero Waste, Uniqlo together with Design Singapore would like to take this opportunity to introduce a design competition where participants are challenged to bring new life into old clothing. So the goal here is to create one wearable garment using old Uniqlo items with the idea of LifeWear as inspiration. Participants will also have the opportunity to pick out some of the old Uniqlo items from our office at the day. We invite you to add your own signature through the available pieces using various methods, techniques, as well as any other additional materials. So the best 5 designs will be showcased in our sustainability corner at the Uniqlo Plaza Singapore store in April to June this year, and will be featured on Uniqlo's as well as DSG's social media pages. So here are some guidelines for you to take note of, just a brief summary. At least 70% of the garment should be made from all Uniqlo items. The rest of the materials should be generic waste or recycled items that should not include any logo. Participants will also have the opportunity, as mentioned earlier, to pick out some old Uniqlo items from our office, or can also choose to gather their own Uniqlo items to supplement the materials used. Garments should be wearable, as well as transmit the message of bringing new life into old clothing. More importantly, you should not raise any controversial topics like politics, religion, or minorities through the garment, as well as the garment should not be made with natural fur or feather. This is just the gist of the guidelines that we have, and you can find more details in the terms and conditions that we have listed under the event page. There will also be a QR code shared later for your easy access. So with that, I thank you for your attention and wish all interested participants all the very best. Back to you, Gaia.
Thank you, Ms. Atika, for sharing on the design challenge. Okay, so we are moving into the last segment of the day, which is the Q&A. Before we take the first question, I'd like to introduce Ms. Aya Hanada from Uniqlo Global Corporate PR Social Communications, who will be joining us for the Q&A with the rest of the speakers. There are some questions coming through the chat, and if any other thoughts from today's sharing, please feel free to keep them coming. So I think let's quickly jump into the first question that we have. Okay, so the first question that we have is, how did you reduce waste and carbon footprint with your fleece jacket project?
Hello everyone. This is Aya Hanada from Uniqlo. I'm actually working with Silva-san and Tanaka-san and about this CO2 emission reducing. Okay, now I'm on video. No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, you're on video.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
No. Yes. Okay. Sorry. Okay. So we measure every step of production of each polyester production system. So from virgin oil to it's going to make it to polyester chip, and then it's going to be polyester thread, yarn. And each production process, we measure how much energy we use, and then compare with the same production process with using the recycled PET bottle. And then if we compare, then it's going to be like reduced 2/3, and then it's going to be like 1/3 of the energy use of the when compared with the using the virgin oil. Am I making sense? Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much. Okay, I'll just quickly jump to the second question because you have a couple of questions here. Okay, the next one would be, what new technologies has Uniqlo introduced in 2020 and would like to plan to introduce in the future to continue its recycling campaign?
So for what technology we introduced in 2020 was the recycled down machine, so that we created the automatic system that we take out the down and feathers from the old down jacket. So this is actually done by Torre, which is our partner factory, and they developed that technology. So usually before, down was taken by manual labor. So it took like so long process, and it was not good for the workers' environment as well. But because of this technology, it became 50 times faster. And then that is why we decided to do it in a business level. And in the future, technology information is still secret, so we cannot reveal anything. Sorry.
No worries, but it's quite interesting. I'm sure people are waiting for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the next question that we have is, can you tell us what's your customers' feedback on your project Blue Cycle? Is this introduced in all your Uniqlo stores worldwide or only on selected ones?
Actually, this Blue Cycle communication just started end of December. So this is quite new information, and we haven't got any feedback yet. So if you could give us the feedback, that would be great. Thank you.
Okay, that's cool. Maybe you can just let audience also know where can they give your feedback to him. Is there an email address or something that you can actually drop as well? So yeah.
Yeah, I'll check.
No worries.
Actually, I don't know. Yeah, okay. I'll check with the local team. Okay.
Sure. And then the next question is, can Uniqlo share how do you work on the sustainability issue for the blue jeans manufacturing?
Sorry. Okay.
You want me to
Please,
repeat Can I repeat the
yes,
question?
yes, yes. Thank you.
Okay. So the question is, can Uniqlo share how do you work on the sustainability issue for the blue jeans manufacturing? So they're asking about the blue jeans manufacturing issue. How do you actually do sustainability for the blue jeans?
So yes, we are aware that there are several sustainability issues in the production process, and that is why we started Blue Cycle project, which so the main one was the use of so we use a lot of water, especially when we make the jeans the washed, like jeans washing, like the jeans which is some color is fading. That is because of the washing process. So we use a lot of water, and that's why we started to think about how to reduce the water and then how to clean the water as well. So that is the basic background of the story of the Blue Cycle project. And we are aware that several issues still, and we're working on it. It's like we're using the more sustainable materials or more sustainable. We're thinking about, like reducing the energy use or those kind of things.
Okay. Then the next question, which is also very similar to sustainability. So it's about using virgin oil to manufacture polyester thread produce. Does it produce? So the question is actually, does using virgin oil to manufacture polyester thread produces more carbon emission compared to producing the thread from recycled PET?
Yes, that is the kind of same question as before.
Yeah.
But if we measure the amount of energy used in the production process, recycled material is much lighter than virgin oil.
Interesting. Okay, so the next question that we have is also, it's about, apart from down feathers, is the down jacket shell recycled?
You mean the clothes?
Yes.
The
jacket
other
shell.
parts of okay. Yes, we are trying to make it recycle again, but actually we don't have any solution yet, to be honest with you. We want to recycle it too, but we haven't done it. Just right now, down and feathers.
So you'll be looking into it to see how we can recycle.
Yes, it's very important.
So while we are at the topic about manufacturing, so there's another question that's actually about, does Uniqlo track the social impacts of their manufacturing processes?
Social impact means like labor problem?
It can be any social issues that or impacts that manufacturing has, yeah.
Okay.
From your experience, yeah.
I think this one, Shirabo-san is much better person to talk about. Just a moment, please.
No worries.
Yeah, basically, so yeah, we are, from the perspective of ESG, environment, social and governance. So, so we are, measuring the social impact, like, for example, the supply chain, working condition. So this is one of our apparel industry very important issue. So we for example we are monitor the process, how we improve the working condition in the factory, in each factory, and also the community level. So we are investing some action related to social issue in the community. So in each country, so we are driving the business. We are every year. So we also we just started the disclosure this information in our website. You can see the website. But how much we invest in the community. So yeah, this kind of things we measure basically. Yeah.
Yeah, we are glad to hear that Uniqlo actually hears about the social impacts of the people. Yeah. So the other question we have is because you guys manufacture, right, and you guys produce a lot of garments and LifeWear. So can we just find out how does Uniqlo actually find out what the customer actually wants? Like for example, how does Uniqlo knows that they want dust-free jeans, for instance? Yeah.
So we collect the customer voice. So we have a big customer center, and then each day we have a lot of people call, and also we have some kind of web format that a customer can put their comments on it. And also we check closely with the comments on the e-commerce product page. We have a lot of good information in the comment page. So there's a big department in our company, and they analyze all that data, including the SNS or more public data as well. And then they report to each department what is the customers saying right now, including the product team or design team, and also marketing team, and also us, the sustainability related team as well. So they are playing the big role in our product making.
Okay, the next question would be very similar, but it's about whether Uniqlo is actually implementing the take back scheme. How is the reuse or recycling practices actually done in Uniqlo?
You mean the clothing
Yes,
recycling?
how do you, correct. So do you reuse or recycle? What are the practices that Uniqlo has actually currently?
Okay, I think this is Silva-san.
Thank you for the question. So, as I explained in the presentation, so after, customer, brought our clothing, then we, sorted into 18 categories for reuse. Then, so we, divided, so men's, tops, and smaller size as needed in the, for example, refugee camp. We, got a request from UNHCR, which is a UN organization for refugees. Then, it depending on their needs, we prepare the, reuse clothing for the release clothing. So this is, reuse part, and the recycle part is, this is unreusable clothing. Everything we 100% we recycled material, or sometimes the burning as our energy. This is the two way we are doing. So reuse and recycle. Does it make sense?
Yeah, it's quite interesting to find out there's actually a long process for the recycling and reusing.
Yeah, so such a long, yeah.
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 Yeah. And then while we are at it, right? So what are some challenges that you have when communicating sustainability initiative to customers? And is it possible to share one example that you and your team have encountered and overcome?
Is it anything? or
Yeah.
any
It can-
activity?
Yeah.
I think one is Uniqlo as customers, action. We, this, sustainability is not from our side. We need to get to, cooperation from, customer and, NGO and other partners. So we try to engage every, stakeholder. This is our fundamental thinking. So the Uniqlo is best action for us to get the customers' participation, we believe. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Do you have any example that you like to share?
Yeah.
encountered?
For example,
So this is not only the communication problem, but also, it's a very difficult part executing the sustainability or recycling project. So when we start down recycling project, honestly, the hardest thing was collecting down. And yes, we did a lot of communication using owned media, and then also like we did in a PR, and a lot of media was really excited about it, and then we got a lot of publicity, but it was not enough for us to, the actual collection was not enough for us to start production for the next season's down. So this is not only for us, but also all the recycling project in the world. But the most difficult thing is to get the support from customers and then ask them to recycle. Because if there is nothing, people don't support, we cannot make any product out of it. So it's also same as PET bottle recycling or some other recycling. It is very hard. So please recycle or everything you can.
Yeah.
Sorry, one more thing. Sorry. I came out one, example. So now, in Japan, we are doing a school outreach program. So our employee visited a school in Japan. Then they, take some, lesson. So in the lesson, so they will explain about the Uniqlo program. Then, after that, so the student will participate in the, recycling program in their, school. So this is one of, education program, but so this is good to, engagement for community. So school is a very big community. So through this community, so, children and their parents can understand our, program through this, education program. This is one example.
It's important to do our part as an individual as well, to recycle and reuse, to help the community as well.
Yes, and can I steal? This is a big problem.
Definitely.
So what is the hard part of communication is that we always struggle with what to communicate. So one part is that we count on customers' good heart, and we communicate. So we can communicate about what is good about recycling, and then on the other hand, we have some kind of coupon incentive for consumers to, donate the clothes, and incentive or the good heart, which is the most good working information for consumers. We don't know. It's just super hard for us to do that. Still struggling.
While we are at the topic of recycling, right? So does, like, you guys collect recycle your materials and etc. What about button and zips? Do you guys also recycle or reuse them?
We haven't actually, but there's a project and we cannot talk about it. Sorry.
No, but at least there's something that has been put and thought into. Yeah.
Yes, we have discussed it. Yes.
So we are So we are quickly approaching to the end of the Q&A session. We can take one last question. So this question is about as fast fashion, how do you gauge the quantity of stock required, and how are any extra stock being handled afterwards?
Just a moment. Just a moment, please.
No worries. Just give us some time to for the speakers to answer this question.
So this will answered by Tanaka-san, and he will answer in Japanese. So I will translate.
Sorry, in Japanese. まず作りすぎない。じゃあこっち。
Sorry, yeah.
まず作りすぎない。
So firstly, we don't make too much. We control the amount of production.
売れる量だけ毎月作る。
So basically, we plan to make what we sell. That's all.
なので、生産するところ、輸送するところ、すべて必要なものだけ、必要な量作って運ぶ。
So we plan what we actually selling, and what we produce what we selling, and then we actually sell the amounts that we planned.
サプライチェーンマネジメント全体をサステナブルと捉えて活動しています。
And that is all the part of our sustainability project, including the total supply chain process and the demand planning. And we don't waste anything. We sell everything to the end. Are we answer your question?
Yeah, it's quite encouraging to know that Uniqlo is taking all these steps towards sustainability agenda. And I also like to take this opportunity to thank our panelists for the engaging conversation. So I hope you enjoyed today's webinar. We would like to thank you for joining us this afternoon. Should you revisit today's discussion, a summary of the keynotes will be shared with you via email, along with the relevant links on how you reach out to the speakers. Please help us with the post-event survey, which should be appearing on your screen right now. And if you like to register for the design challenge, just scan the QR code that you see on the screen, which is on the right. Yeah. And also, thank you, Sherba-san, Tanaka-san, Hanaka-san, and Atika for the wonderful sharing today. And to all attendees, we hope you found the session inspiring and meaningful. We hope to see you at our subsequent events, and do sign up for the design challenge. Thank you and see you soon.